All right, so today we are doing a photography day, which we haven't done in a while, but I enjoy photography. And we also have Uncle Steve in the house. How you doing, man?
Hi, everybody.
But look, I even bought stuff. What is this called? The Godox MS300. Guess how much this was?
$14.
You're supposed to estimate high, so then when I tell you that it was $109, you're gonna go like, oh wow, that's not bad.
All right, take two.
So yeah, this should be kind of interesting to play with. And we have Skylum sponsoring today's episode. So we are doing a giveaway with 5 of these. If you want a chance to win, do 50 jumping jacks. And then let us know in the comments that you did it. Are you entering, Steve? Wait, I want to enter too.
No, you can't enter.
I can enter. We got our strobe, we got our Canon EOS R for the photos, and we're gonna be doing all the editing for the photo using Luminar AI. You know what Luminar AI is?
No idea.
You don't watch any of my videos, do you?
Not even one.
I had like 2 videos about it.
Okay.
You don't watch any?
No.
So Luminar AI is a photo editing software that uses machine learning and AI to give you very advanced edits really, really fast. So we're gonna start off by processing the photos with a template, which literally only takes 1 click. We're gonna copy and paste that template to that batch of shots. And then once we find our favorite photos, we're gonna go in and spend 1 minute to try to edit it, fine tune it, try to make some magic happen. So let's go. Photo number 1 of Steve for your dating profile picture.
Is this it?
The photo? Yeah, this is the photo. Okay, what we need to do is take some photos that encapsulate your personality. Do I sound like a professional photographer yet? I think you should be eating a sandwich. That's what I'm trying to say.
I see.
Am I not right? Like if Steve was a food, this would be it. This is you as a food, Steve. Let me get a few test shots here. This is so you. This is totally Steve. All right, so Dylan's got a 4x4 scrim so we can soften up the light. And also I think I want to go into a 15 mil. I think that kind of like wide angle distorty look that was popular like in the 90s.
Like a Spike Jones shot.
Sure, yeah. You're about to take a big old bite of it, but keep the sandwich right there, yeah. Does this not encapsulate Steve in one photo? And yum, a nice big bite. Here comes the choo-choo train. You're not here to eat the sandwich, you're just hanging out with it. All right, now look at the sandwich like you're like, man, now that's a tasty looking sandwich. Here, so I think we're done with the sandwich, so I'll take that. Thank you very much. Now we're just getting some nice close-ups of Steve just in deep thought. If you post this on Instagram, you have to put like a nice deep caption. Look around, just kind of give me different angles. Every time you hear that shutter, give me a different look and think about what models do and try to do that. Yeah, there it is. All right, we got the shot, guys. We got the... You sexy demon. All right, Steve, you think we got some photos that you love?
Probably me shoving this sandwich into my mouth.
Yeah, that's the wide angle one.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite shot, actually, of all time.
All right, so we have 4 main tabs: catalog, templates, edit, and export up top. Now, catalog's where you choose out your photo. We have our awesome photo right there. So now we're gonna move on to templates. And now we can choose between a bunch of different looks. The 8 main categories are down here, from essentials, mother nature, macro, blah, blah, blah.
So those are like LUTs almost.
Yeah, in a way, but these are kind of like smart looks. Like you could do experimental, and let's see what that looks like. Wow, look at that.
Do you get to adjust how much of each of them?
Yeah, so you actually still have full control over the image, and we're editing the raw photo right now.
I see.
But you can go in and, you know, that's just some of the fancy portrait ones. We go to cinematic, and we go to the blockbuster collection, and we have all these different looks. Oh my god, that one looked crazy, cyberpunk. Whoa!
Well, look at my.
Look at that, yeah. But what's cool about templates is that you can literally just go and, you know, make a look just like that with 1 click.
This just gives you a leaping off point.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can go here and adjust how much of that template you want. So if we slide it all the way to the left, it's going to be turned off. We put it in the middle, we got a little bit of it, you know, so you kind of dial that look in a little bit. And then we go into edit. And inside of edit is where you're gonna do all your fine tuning. So if you wanna spend a lot of time editing your photos, you still have that full control here. So you have composition, erase. Light is what we generally start with. So you can adjust your color temperature. So we shot this raw photo at 5600, but you could of course make it warmer, cooler. You have all that control over that raw file. Of course, shadow, highlights, curves if you're into curves. But you could also see what's been already adjusted by that template that you put on. See how light enhance, color, and details have that dot next to it.
Right.
That means these were the ones that were tweaked by the template, right?
Just to let you know what has been edited so far.
Exactly. So then you have stuff like vignette, which nothing's been done yet, but we have a little bit of natural vignetting. If you wanted more of it, you can even bring it down more, but you can also correct for it by bringing it up. That's too far. And then since this is mostly like a portrait of your beautiful face, let's get a close-up of that. Gorgeous. Cyberpunk. This is actually kind of a crazy look and template.
Nowhere close to my eye color.
I know,
That's
right?
what's crazy.
That must be like some sort of like thing that recognizes it. But if you go into portrait right here, this is probably where they did this effect, because you can see there's dots next to face AI and skin AI. So they definitely did some stuff. So let's check out your eyes. See that? They changed your eye color to blue on that template, right? So of course we could have original, right? Gray. Whoa, dude, that's actually kind of crazy, right? But isn't it awesome that it just kind of like recognizes that
Right,
like immediately?
That must be the AI part.
But you could also see that it added a face light, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
it detects your face, and it's actually surprisingly smart. You've never used this software, right?
I have not.
Okay, so this is gonna be your first time. Let's go. All right,
Okay.
time is up. Well, that's not at all what I was expecting. You really made it look grungy. Holy crap. This is gonna be your dating profile pic?
100%.
People are gonna be terrified.
I'll show it to you before we leave.
Now here's my personal favorite photo of the day. So can we edit it in under a minute? Let's start that timer and let's dive into templates. Notice I have my favorite templates up here, so I don't have to look through everything, just my few that I like using pretty regularly. Let's go with warming sun. I like how much the warm colors pop. Now in the edit, I'm in portrait mode. I'm gonna add a little bit of face light here, try to bring a little bit of that attention to his face. Eye whitening, probably doesn't need it. I'm gonna turn that back off. Let's go back to essentials. I wanna fix this exposure. So let's bring it up, and I feel like this photo will look pretty good a little bit overexposed. Let me go ahead and control my highlights a little bit. Let's see what the shadows do. Let's get a decent amount of contrast there. And I also want to cool it off. I feel like it's a little bit too warm, not too much. That looks pretty good. Let's go into my enhance. The accent AI and sky enhancer AI are pretty smart, so I'm just going to slide those around. I'm not going to change it too much. Feels pretty good where it was. Let me go ahead and just adjust that face light one more time now that we have our exposure a little bit closer. And oh my God, that minute is up so fast. Now, if there's one final tip I can say is if you go overboard, this is kind of the master control slider. So at any point, you could just kind of slide that back down to back it off a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Here's the before and after. I say that's not bad for a 1 minute edit. Now let's go back into the catalog. And this is one of my favorite features is I'm gonna just copy this edit and I'm just gonna paste it over all the other photos we took right there. And look at that, it's gonna apply all those smart features right there. Now we're currently working on a project with a headphone company. So we went out, got some shots, and I did most of the edits in under a minute. I was definitely feeling a little bit rushed, but I was still pretty happy with the results. There's a few photos where I took my time with it a little bit more, but still I was able to do it in like 3 to 4 minutes. So yeah, what you guys think? Not bad for a 3-4 minute edit, right? All right, Sam, so how do I make it look like I don't have a double chin?
Stretch your neck out as much as you can, and also do not rest your tongue on the bottom of your mouth. Let it kind of like touch the roof of your mouth at all
Really?
times. Yeah. See? Yeah, see?
Oh, what?
Do it.
What?
Do it.
Wait, okay, so I take my tongue and I push on top of my mouth?
Yeah, immediately, gone. Now go lower, up, lower.
That's a good trick, actually. I'm gonna keep doing that. So thanks again to Skylum for sponsoring this episode. I'm gonna throw some links to Luminar AI down below. Definitely worth checking them out. I also want to point out that you've been watching me edit on the standalone software. But if you're a big fan of Photoshop or Lightroom, you can use this as a plugin and do a round trip from those apps as well. All right, now we're gonna try out this Godox Strobe. It has a Bowens mount, so we can use the same softbox we use for the aperture light. And we're gonna plug this into our battery pack. Is it working?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Dude, this is why I'm jealous of photographers. You guys have a little light like this that can kick out that much light. Just wow! And separately, you have to get a trigger like this. The only thing is that the trigger for the Canon camera is different from the one on the Sony hot shoe. Or of course, you could do it with a sync cable, but I want to go wireless. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I think I just have to make sure I'm on the right channel. Is that it? Yeah. All right, we got it. We're in business. All right, so I don't really know what I'm doing with any of this, but let's just give it a shot. Oh my God, this thing's bright. I have to lower the power of this by a lot. This is now at, I believe, the lowest strength. Oh man, even at the lowest strength, it's pretty bright. All right, I think what I need to do is get that shutter speed to be like almost a second or something like that. So even after the strobe goes off, it's still collecting light from the background. Okay, this is with the shutter speed at 1 second. All right, I'm gonna steal this tripod here. I'll have to put you guys on the table or something. Here, Steve, why don't you just give us a nice big old jumpy photo? All right, let me get a little bit more profile, see if we can make it look any more interesting. What are up with your poses? I have a lot to learn about strobe photography. None of them are looking that good. It just like overpowers the shot. If you guys have any tips on shooting with strobes, please let me know. Now, I wasn't loving the photos, but I feel like we were able to at least salvage it in the edit. And let's wrap this video up with some comments and editing. It's like Netflix and chill, but like comments and editing. Maybe not. Dylan says, let's go pet the sea lion. Sea lion says, I'm still a lion. Yeah, I wouldn't go with those sea lions. I mean, they're pretty massive. They weigh a lot. Let me go look it up. Male sea lions may grow up to 11 feet in length and weigh almost 2,500 pounds. Holy crap, 2,500 pounds? That's crazy, actually. This camera would be perfect for mimicking the VHS look. Jerky zoom, deep depth of field, and trash dynamic range. Yeah, so the last video was about this $150 camera, but what was interesting about it is that it had a 24 to 1008 mil equivalent lens. That camera looks like someone stuck a Zeiss telephoto lens on a TI-84 calculator and then ran the footage through real steady. That's a good one. POTATOJET's favorite word, interesting. Yeah, do I overuse that word? Interesting. I guess I do say that a lot. I need to look it up as a thesaurus and see what other words I could use. I still like the unexpected abrupt